Okay, and now that person speaking is joining us on set for that discussion. Shortly, in about a minute's time, we'll be joined by Sami Aina, who was the Kakamega senatorial aspirant in 2017 rather. On Ford Kenya ticket. Panyako also contested on an ODM ticket before the seat was finally won by the current senator on an ANC ticket, that is Clovis Malala. Thank you so much for joining us, Seth Panyako. Asante sana. You is the Secretary of the Kenya National Union of Nurses in the country, and of course we will be talking politics in the country pertaining his express for support of the Deputy President William Ruto. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, I just want to pose this direct question to you with regards to the political game plan ahead of the 2022 elections in the country. And you, in the clip we played right away, expressed support for the DP in his 2022 quest. I mean, what is the interest now that he has made an inroad with regards to his political base in the Western Kenya region and, to be specific, coast in the coast region? And how does that bolster his base ahead of the quest in 2022?
It is the people who have realized that we need to have a change in the leadership structure in this country. Mm-hmm. We definitely, as a people, it's not the Deputy President doing it. We as a people have realized that this country, we are moving the direction where we are going to have dynasties who want to colonize this Kenya. And we are saying as a common people that the sons and daughters of poor people must have equal opportunity to take leadership of this country. And that is why the people of Kakamega, and specifically Malaba, where I come from, have decided they will support the presidential bid for Honorable William Samoei Ruto, because he's a son of a peasants, like 95% of all of actually 98% of all the people in Kenya are peasants. And when we see the dynasties coming up to fight the son of a peasant, we the peasants say we will come together and we shall support a son of a peasant like ourselves. So we have looked at a situation where people have been sitting in the dynasties have been sitting in a room somewhere and doing what they are calling agreements. And two other elections, those agreements are broken without even a blink of an eye. So what we are doing, the people who are supporting the Deputy President, is that we want him now to make agreement directly with the people. When you make an agreement directly with the people cannot break that agreement. And that is what we are saying. We want the Deputy President to be with the people, to continue with this development agenda, to continue relating with the common manager on the ground, and the common manager will see why we need to support one of our own, the peasants.
What has been clear is that in the political spectrum at the moment is there is a clear contradiction and confusion with regards to how power is being played within the political spectrum in the country. And the Deputy President is, of course, the #1 candidate in 2022. Equally, there are many other candidates who have expressed their support, they have expressed their interest for the 2022 elections. And what's happening in the country is that at the moment, politically, it means a lot with regards to the chances of the other candidates. And many are questioning, the aim or the intent with which the Deputy President is getting support across the country. But talk to me about this. You contested on an ODM ticket. Now you support the DP William Ruto. I mean, in terms of understanding the political script here, especially in Mulembe Nation, the Western Kenya region, how does that relate with the ODM party? And in terms of the specificity here, because I like to trickle down on the particular issues of the onslaught currently by the DP William Ruto. You contested on an ODM ticket. Now you support the DP William Ruto. ODM is against the Deputy President. I mean, how does that politically resonate, especially in Mulembe Nation, where the ODM supports majority in terms of the 2007, 13, and 17 presidential elections?
The difference between me and those who support William Ruto and are from the opposition is very clear. Me, I'm protesting because I won the senatorial election for Kakamega County. I was elected by the people of Kakamega. But because the dynasty, those who have money did not want me, they rigged me out. I have just filed a motion to Parliament yesterday to have Chebukati removed as IBC chair because he gazetted 258,000 votes for Cleophas Malala, the purported winner. And yet what was announced in the Kakamega for him was 228, a clear difference of 30,000 votes. So we want Chebukati to tell the people of Kenya why he got 30,000 votes. My motion was received in Parliament yesterday. And I believe with all results that have been put there, what happened the last general election will be shown. So I protested I moved from Orange Democratic Movement Party. I am partless today. I'm only supporting the Deputy President, but I don't belong to any political party.
So you're an independent candidate at the moment? allow me to say good morning to Sami Aina, who contested on the same seat you went for in 2017 on the Fort Kenya ticket. Sami, thank you so much for coming. I'm sure you are reading different script with regards to what Seth Panyako is telling us at the moment. And to just be clear for our viewers too, it's the IEBC which has the constitutional mandate to name the winners. Any petition should be filed in a court of law, because we are a constitutional country and our courts of law are courts of evidence which prove any evidence presented before them or before it beyond reasonable doubt. But equally, do you read the same script? And of course, your party leader, you of course, formerly of Panyako and currently Fort Kenya, there seems to be mess within the opposition National Super Alliance coalition, and your party boss, that is Moses Wetangula, has said NASA is moribund organization, it's on deathbed, literally it's dead according to him, and that Raila Odinga likes hoodwinking people in terms of riding them to attain his interest. Do you share the same sentiments and the disgruntledness nature of many candidates expressing themselves against the ODM party within the opposition NASA?
Okay, just to touch on what you talked about, the election petition and stuff, I think Seth Panyako filed a petition in court. He further went and appealed, and we have no option but to go by the decision of the courts. So Malala's election was upheld, and we'll have to live by it. Now, talking of my party leader, Wetangula, I think sometimes our party leaders make statements on their own behalf, but not on behalf of the party. As Ford Kenya, we are still firmly in NASA, and I want to reiterate that recently we've seen our deputy party leader, Boni Khalwale, decamp to Ruto's camp. That is on his own personal terms with Ruto, but it's not an agreement between Ford Kenya and Ruto.
Okay. Seth Panyako, when you support the DP William Ruto on this particular issue, I mean, he is leading the front race here with regards to the 2022 elections. But on the kickstart of the discussion, you said that this is the move against the dynasties, and that the William Ruto now, as many now do believe, or the narrative within the political spectrum is that he's a hustler, and now he represents the hustler dynasty. I mean, how does that resonate? Because that's not the accurate interpretation politically, because William Ruto was within or belonged to the YK92 youth wing of the ruling KANU regime in 1991, accused by human rights groups of atrocities and human rights violations after the 1991 elections, the first after multi-party democracy. In 1997, they were also accused of rigging after President Kibaki filed a petition following Moi's win. In 2007, William Ruto was with Raila Odinga, the person he says is now a dynasty. In 2013, he supported Uhuru Kenyatta, who, according to many Ruto supporters, belongs to the dynasties. I mean, now, how do you retract back from that decision and now creating a narrative of Hustler dynasty when you all along your political career defended the dynasties in the country?
You see, a foolish man does not change his mind because a foolish man is not able to read and see what's happening around him. It is important for us to realize that this country, the dynasties want to colonize this country.
Okay, to be specific, what the dynasties?
To be very specific, I'll mention 3 families.
Okay.
We have the Moi's family and Kenyatta's family and the Odinga's family. And these are things I can speak without fear of contradiction. When my victory was taken away, it was taken away because those people who had money did not want a man from a peasant. You know, my father used to sell charcoal.
Okay.
I used to pan charcoal, and he would sell at small market called Chimoy. He knows the place because he comes from home. This one is my son.
Okay.
And so I'm a son of a poor man, and I know what it means to go without food. I know what it means to walk with clothes that you can't know the original type of the clothes because it has been patched all over. So when you see the dynasties coming together and they want to fight sons and daughters of poor people, you hear today people talk about corruption. They talk about William Ruto being corrupt all through. But we have the courts. We have the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. Why can't you go to the courts? Why can't you state your case? Give evidence. Show that this person has done this and this. But these pieces of going out and mudslinging, destroying people's image and before the public without any evidence is what we're saying no. Just because you are a son of a poor man, you have gotten some wealth, you have worked hard, you have it, then they say you have stolen. When you are a son of a rich man and have stolen, they say this one belongs to your father. We are not going to agree. We want every Kenyan to have equal opportunity, regardless of where you are coming from, to have a chance to fight for the national cake.
Okay.